Okay, so I'm back from my tour and I just wanted to show you some of the sketches that I made while on the tour. And I ended up taking a new sketchbook that I got while I was here. This is the Stillman and Byrne Gamma series. This is a sketchbook that I haven't tried before, so I'm still getting used to it. It has different texture. I didn't take this one that I've been using because I only had a few pages left, and so I wasn't sure that I'd have enough room for all my sketches. I ended up not sketching as much as I thought I would because we didn't have a whole lot of time at each place, but I'm still happy with the number of sketches that I made. And so the first one is here. This is Kilhorn Castle. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, probably not. But it was very beautiful. The castle was a ruin standing in the middle of the loch, and it was just gorgeous. And I only had maybe 5 minutes or so to make this one, so again, not a lot of time, but still I got some basics down, and then I used some Neocolor 2 crayons, and I had my water brush, so I got to activate them with water. I also used the Caran Luminance pencils a little bit, and yeah, I'm really happy with what it is for a very quick sketch. I did work on it a little bit on the bus, just right afterwards, but yeah, it was really beautiful. And then we stopped in Oban for our lunch break, and so we got to stay there a little bit longer. We stayed there for 90 minutes, and that was really nice. I basically went out to lunch, just had a little bit of food, and then I went to a cafe to get an iced latte, and then I sat down just in front of the water. There was a nice bench, and I sat down to draw some of these little boats. And I actually didn't have a lot of time for this one either in the end. Maybe 15-20 minutes or so. I was chatting with somebody else on the tour. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's very impressionistic, and I loved the colors of the boats that were there. And then I looked away for a little bit, and this one had gone, so I found that funny. And then there was another one here, but I didn't have enough time to finish it, so I'm thinking I'll probably come back and work on it a little bit. This was gouache, by the way, but it was a very thin layer because I was using my water brush, and so I think I'd like to add a little bit more. But it's also nice as it is. I also like it, and I also take a picture, so that's something that I could work from in the future. And then we were in the Highlands, and I just made some very quick sketches. My priority was actually to take pictures for references and to just enjoy it, but I couldn't help making some quick sketches, and this must have been honestly less than 5 minutes. This was probably 2 to 3 minutes. So we were about to leave this spot, and I just had to sketch it. Same thing with this one. I tried to include this beautiful little house that was in my view as well. This was actually a place where we stopped in Glencoe, in the little town center, and we just stopped for a little bathroom break, and already the scenery was just so beautiful that I wanted to sketch it, and we were about to go, so I knew I had to be quick. So this must have been like a 2-minute sketch. Might have spent another minute or so on the bus. And then I sketched a little bit more. This was in Glencoe as well. And it was just the most magnificent scenery ever. It was just gorgeous. And so I wanted to capture a little bit of the feel in person, not just from photos. And I really like it. You could see that I was just going for it. This one was from the bus. So this was probably a 1-minute sketch or so. I was just looking out the window and trying my best to sketch. And this one, the same thing too, actually, but I really like how it turned out. I think this year, yeah, I was sketching it, the view from the side of the bus, and then we got to face it head on. So I did have maybe, well, a few more minutes, so maybe 3-4 minutes. And I really loved seeing the mountains, and I think I'd like to make a painting based on this one. I don't do this usually, but I wrote down the colors that I was seeing just so I'd have a reference point for later. Really didn't have enough time to even pull out my gouache paint, so it was really nice. And so that's it. That's what I was able to do. And again, I also was taking a lot of pictures, and so that's something that I'll be using. But it's really fun to just see what you can do, like even in a short amount of time. And I know like which spots I really like and where I'd like to go back if I ever have the chance someday. And yeah, I mean, let me just tell you, I could have spent entire days just painting in Glencoe. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time.